Heidi? I got confused. In a recent survey, many responders identified the need for more transparent communication about special ed programs in our district. How can the school board facilitate open communications, especially between site administrators and parents about special ed programs? And I'm going to follow on with a second similar question. Why aren't all programs and services available to special ed students, clearly and obviously made available on the PAUSD website or in a handbook for parents? What would you do to provide more transparency on services? Camille is first.
Well, actually, I believe in total transparency on programs, and in terms of services offered to, it makes no sense to not share all services, even on the probably on the website. I mean, clearly CAC shares information with each other, and parents who are in the know get the information. That's not the way things should happen. They should be available to everybody, so I support that.
Yes, I mean, I think this goes back to what I was saying about my own experience as a parent, and I think the experience of a lot of parents, which is that you receive the information that your child needs help, and you are now plunged into a world of forms and categories and deadlines and so forth. And that's a completely unfamiliar world. It's a world that has this legal dimension as well as the dimension of services. And that's happening at the requirement that you navigate that is happening at the same time that you're dealing with a whole host of other issues that you may not have been aware of. So I think that can produce a sense of fear and a sense of lack of trust, and the best cure for that, I think in this case as in all cases, is transparency. So I support full transparency. We should be publishing what's available in terms of services and programs on a district website. I think that's definitely a minimum requirement, and I would support that as a board member.
As I've already said, in addition to supporting transparency and making sure that information is available and we don't have everything as a one-off deal, I really, really think we have to make accommodations and interventions very clear. There's nothing that makes you feel more helpless than sitting in a room and being told your child needs help. What would help them? And you have no clue. And you shouldn't have to go outside the district and get an advocate to come in with you to help you answer those questions. That should be something that you should be able to know in that meeting, and actually preferably before the meeting, so you can think about it before the meeting. There's nothing like being put on the spot. So my commitment is that we give parents the information they need to make good decisions for their children so that they really can be partners with the teachers and the staff that are part of our district. It'll be better for the district as a whole if we have that in place, and if we give parents the ability to think about things before we ask them to make decisions without them feeling threatened by that time. That extra time shouldn't make them feel threatened.
So I work at Parents Place. I work with a lot of families whose children have just been recently diagnosed, and they're very confused and they don't know which way to turn, and they rely on me and Parents Place and our links to the community to figure out where to start and where to go from here. I think we must have a web page up dedicated to all the services that we offer here as a district, and also services that are offered in the community. We can link with other agencies, and we can provide that information for parents who are overwhelmed and who are unsure of what to do and where to go next. We could very easily link to Parents Helping Parents and bring all sorts of other resources to our parents here in our district. The CAC group is a great advocate for parents in our district. I think keeping the board informed of the important issues in the community of families with children with special needs is really important. and should be included, as well as all information gathering on the PAUSD website. So that's what I would work for.
Thank you. I just want to remind everybody, no audience participation, please.